Okay, when you got Mercury, Pluto, I'm talking about aspects to Pluto, you talking about knowledge is power. The mind is power. This is one of the best placements on the planet. So the Pluto nation or individuals or souls who have this placement, they are so deep until their mind don't bar none. Their mind don't fear nothing. They go into the unknown of every world, of every channel, and break the taboos. Break all the lies, all the deceptions that any demonic entity put out there. They're going to break that and bring the truth out of things that's hidden and unknown. So when you speak of knowledge is power or Mercury conjunction Pluto souls, these souls here is individuals who are the hard knocks, tough energy. So the mind is tough. The mind is always obsessive when it comes to knowledge and information. And also, they can see through the BS. They got radar lie detectors. They can see through you. You can't lie to these individuals. They can see through your face expressions, through the movement of your eyes, through the movement of your soul. They can actually feel your soul. Not only see your soul, not only is they clairvoyance, they clairsentience. Not only that, these individuals is clairaudience. They can pick up on what you said, and they can pick up on information through the music and break it down. And this is what they love to do. They love to go into the unknown. But what is he trying to say, or what is she trying to say? And they are the ones who are going to decode that, because they can see through that BS. And so this is my placement, which is Mercury conjunction Pluto. You gotta understand that Pluto is the planet of Scorpio. So Pluto got that thing upon you, beautiful people. These individuals' mind is so sharp. This is one of the smartest placements for the scientific mind. Not only scientific mind, but the mind that's going to discover the truth and bring it to light and have their own way of thinking. And they won't have nobody else way of thinking. This is my placement now, which is mind conjunction Pluto. I had to stress this because I know about this placement here. Because the mind is tough, the mind don't never give up. The mind won't find the answer. It's a no. They take no. I mean, all day they work on finding the answer. These are one of the best hunters and detectors that you have. So anybody who has this placement, which is Mercury conjunction Pluto, like me, or who have this aspect in general, are very powerful beings. Because Pluto deal with transformation. It deal with life, birth, death. So these people ain't afraid of nothing that deal with none of this energy. They ain't afraid of nothing that deal with life or death or rebirth or transformation. So these people go into all worlds. They love the occult knowledge. They love to hear. They're very curious. They want to know. I mean, you could say it, but they want to know if it's true. So they're going to dive off into your soul and see if you're lying. They know. They're always watching. And they like stuff that's true. They don't like fakeness. These are tough cookies. So the mind is tough. The mind knows discernment for what is right and what is good. And so, since this is my conjunction, it'll be like blended in my mind, part of my mind. So no matter whatever sign you have, or zodiac sign you have, you got this placement, this is you. The mind is a tough cookie, the Pluto energy. Until you might feel like you're a Scorpio. So this is how powerful this is. These people know who to deal with. They are the great psychologists. They like know what makes the mind tick. And this is what they study deeply. They want to know how you think. They want to know how you feel. They want to know what you see. So they're going to tap into your spirit. And that's why they can like call it out or what you see. And you be like, oh, they read me like a book. Yeah, I was just imagining that. And so they can finish your sentence. Like, because they love this stuff. They love the code. They love to hear. And they love knowing the words and vibration and what they mean. And so they like to know what you think so they can read you. They be like you might say, yes, I was thinking about, and then they gonna finish your sentence off, say, yeah, the beach. Yeah, me too. They might say the beach. And they might say the beach and be like, me too. And you be like, oh. I was just about to say that. These are individuals who can see through you, or you can tell them, you can sound like you're so sincere, and they know if you're gonna scam them. They know because they see the big picture. And also, this is a place where you also go through things so you can transform. They always like, the mind is always on different topics and different subjects, always changing. The mind can shift shape because the mind is deal with transformation. So since it's deal with transformation, it's always changing. And so you might be on the subject, and then your mind might transform to something else. It's either going to transfer to be better. Most likely it's going to be better than worse. And so your mind will transform to a higher frequency, higher level. They're always elevating. So this deal with evolution. The mind is ever growing. Yeah, so it's changing to something new. Like first, for example, I got to give you this example so you can understand. Like, you know, like how a root grow all the way to a branch, all the way to a branch, go all the way up to have leaves and trees. And this is displacement. It always transforming to be better on the upside. Now on the downside, we're gonna get there. And this deal with squares and oppositions. But since this is my conjunction, I can speak of the downside too of it, because conjunction plays throughout all the aspects. The conjunction could be a sextile, I mean, there could be your potential. It's your potential, also a trine, it's your gift, and also what you go through, which is the squares, and also opposition. You can oppose your power, you can oppose your mind, you can oppose stuff like that. You can oppose transformers. So the conjunction can play out through all of them. So that's why I like, because it blend in with Mercury. So when you say Mercury trine Pluto, this is your gift. Everything I spoke about, the Mercury aspects, the Mercury Pluto aspects, or the Mercury conjunction Pluto aspects, this will be your gift. Your gift will be, you got to go into the unknown. And you'll be good at doing it. You'll be good at doing the technical work, scientific work. You'll be good at anything that deal with the knowledge is power, information. You can rule people under that. You'll be the one who be the master of knowledge. And so the same as the Mercury conjunction Pluto aspects, which is the master of knowledge, so would you. It will be your gift. So if you avoid this gift, spreading the knowledge, bringing out the truth, exposing things, dissecting, and bringing discernment to what is real to people, you wonder why that you ain't powerful as you are, because this is one of your gifts, which is Mercury trine Pluto. Because it's so easy to you, like the finger that's on the arm. It's so easy to you till you can forget it. Like you see the finger now, but as I walk, I can forget about it. That my mind, that my whole mind and body is connected to it. I can forget about that. So that's what this brings when you got Mercury trine Pluto. You can forget that this your gift and this your power. That knowledge is your power. Now, when you got Mercury sextile Pluto, this your potential. You know the energy is there. The energy is there. This your energy. You just got to activate it and go into it. So when you do activate it, knowledge is power is easy to you. All your psychic abilities is easy to you. Because this placement here is a medium. So when you got Mercury Pluto aspect, you can be a medium who channel your energy through your body. You can feel through your body what is real. And also, you can talk to spirits. So this Pluto is the energy where you can talk to the spirits of the underworld. It's not afraid of the underworld. So the underworld can relate to Pluto. And so you can even talk to spirits if you activate that. Me, myself, I experience spirits all the time. See energy moving, orbs, and I get divine messages that I decode. And this is your power. Intellectual power, psychic power, knowledge is power, wisdom is your power. And since this Mercury sextile Pluto, once you activate it and you go into it and you master it, you're going to appreciate it because you always knew that it was a part of you. And you became that master. So this is going to help you elevate more than a conjunction and a trine, because you had to go through it a little bit. But even though it was easy, but you had to grow into it. And you always loved it, the Pluto things. You always loved it, the secrets and the code. Like, discover what this means, what that means. You always question things. and you're always searching for the answer, not only within, but also with your intellect, highly intelligent mind. You're always finding facts. And a lot of times you don't need facts because your intuition lets you know through your experience. So this deal with all forms of information, from the factual to your psychic information, to your mental information, and through your emotional information, and through all your experience. And so when you got Mercury sextile Pluto, and you tap into your potential, you win. It's all you have all the aspects of Mercury conjunction Pluto, but you got to activate it now. So that's why it's important to listen to all this whole video, because when I speak of the conjunction play out through, it shows how it play out through all of the aspects. So if you got Mercury square Pluto, you have trouble with controlling your power. You might think you're too smarter than everybody, and you might want to be very blunt and rude to those who don't think like you, or who can't feel your vibe. You be very hard against those and very snappy, or you could avoid it totally and struggle. You're definitely gonna struggle with your mind's power. You're gonna struggle with knowledge. You're gonna struggle with information. You know the psychic energy there, but you can't control it. You can't understand it. So Mercury give you understanding of your psychic ability, so you can have trouble with understanding what you feel, understanding what you see, understanding what you hear. You know what I mean? You can have a rough time that dealing with power and authority of other people trying to dictate the way you move. So you have problem with this. You have problem with people in general, souls. So you can be very destructive and very vicious, fighting your way through life. Because this is the energy that fights and that go against anything that come against it. So you have a revenge mind, because it's square, Mercury square Pluto, until you transform. So once you transform, your mind transform, you be one of the best teachers. Because once you master this energy, because you won't have trouble communicating, and so which means communication, you be very skilled. Because once you master it, and once you master your mind, you be very skilled. You be one of the best teachers, healers, everything. This placement can be the best psychologist, everything. Because not only do it deal with the mind, it deal with master communication. So you can be good at communicating many styles in many ways. And you can decode if a person is lying through communication, through their speaking. You can tell if they speaking BS or if they real through the tones of their voice. So this is Mercury square Pluto, and all the aspects, all the Pluto aspects have disability. You know what I mean? But it's just that how it play out through the square, you will suffer or have a hard time, or it's like a very negative vibration until you transform or master it. When you master it, your experience will be the best teacher. You can teach people about this energy, about the code, about the truth, about tapping into divinity. You can make videos and everything about spirituality and how people can activate their powers and stuff like that. So this Pluto also love people, love to help the people on the upside. So you can also be the most powerful people, and people look up to you too, look up to your mind. The mind is sharp, the mind is intelligent, everybody wants your mind. So you have people that's attracted to your mind. I'm speaking of the Mercury conjunction Pluto and all the Mercury Pluto aspects in general. All the aspects. Once you master it, master these skills, master all the aspects of Pluto, Mercury Pluto will be the same type of energy and vibration. It just play out differently. So with the same energy, once you master it, all the aspects, how it works is that everybody be attracted to your mind. They be attracted to you and to the way you communicate, the way you express yourself. You got a very attractive and persuasive voice and very powerful. So now, back on Mercury square Pluto. We got this aspect here. You will go through it, but when you master it, you know what I mean, you'll see that it's lovely, it's beautiful. Now, when you got Mercury opposing Pluto, which means opposition Pluto, this is that you fighting against what you feel, what you see. You want to be more mental than spiritual, more mental than going to the cult world. You want to intellectualize everything. You want to also speak intellectual instead of from your intuition, instead of from your psychic ability and gift. You oppose it. You oppose the Pluto stuff. You don't want to dig into the occult. Or when you do dig into the occult knowledge, you go to the screen. You go to the screen to be one of the most intellectual or psychic mind there is. You go to the screen, which means this could be a very negative placement because you got the Mercury, the mind opposing power. It opposing your power. You can downplay yourself, have low self-esteem. It opposing who you are, your strength. And so you can have low self-esteem. You can go through it suffering with no confidence. So once you understand your energy, you'll be just like Mercury conjunction Pluto. You have the same strength once you master it. You have the same strength, all the psychic abilities. You'll be the hunter, the scientist, the researcher. You'll be the one who'll be the surgeon, the one who come up with new ways to do something, who break the taboos of everything. And also, not to mention, through all the placement, Mercury Pluto aspect is sexual too. So any sexual subject, you love it. Anything about climax, anything about sex, you master it. You can teach people lessons of how they can use their sexual energy for divinity. They can use it, and they can teach people that how sexual energy is divine. And so you can be the best at that because you know who to mess with and who not to. So Pluto know who to mess with. So your circle ain't gonna be large because you know who to mess with. You know who to deal with. You can see through the BS. So when you got Mercury aspect of Pluto, this makes you the best when it comes to sex. You know how to have sex. Not only do your magic and fit it in your mind first, you intuitively know. You know what the spots to hit. You know everything to deal with sex. And plus, your mind is sexy. Your intelligence is sexy. You are sexy. Because what you carry out in your mind is what you perform on the outward. And so, you might dress sexy, look sexy. I mean, a magnet that attracts people. Even though you look that way, anybody can't get you. Anybody can't get into your pants. No matter if you're a male or female, a man ain't gonna give it up like that, and a female ain't gonna give it up like that. But it depends. If he opposing, if Mercury opposing his power, that means that you could give it up to anybody. It could be the opposite. It could be because opposition. It would mean that you could downplay your power. You could let anybody invade your mind and invade your powers because you got no self-esteem. You could be influenced. So that's all it is. We got Mercury opposing Pluto. Now, once you master it and build yourself to become strong and know that you need Pluto, your mind will become powerful, but through your experience, you can teach everything that you went through. So as I came, it will bring you this light. I am Mercury conjunction Pluto, which is mind. The mind is power, psychic powers, which is knowledge's power, which is the hunter power, the tough power. Yes. So through all this power, you're here to break the taboos of things and bring out the truth and bring out the light and the code. Because you love this. You love to solve the mysteries of life. You love the mysteries of life. You love the coat stuff. You love the hit. You love that it's not things are not normal. Things that people scared of. So everything that people scared of, you love. Because you know you can crack the code. You know there is nothing more powerful than your energy. And that's Mercury Pluto aspect. If I can't bring you the light, it gets no redder than this. I'll show you.